Welcome back, doctors. New Annihilation stage is out, and this is the first time that I attempted an AFK, guide, and it worked. It worked. Like I've been trying to get an AFK team for Annihilation since I began Arknights, but finally I got something to work. Like after 100 enemies, I was just staring at my phone, hoping that it just goes well and nobody leaks or I do not have to touch my screen, and amazingly it did. So the team that I used here, you can obviously replace these characters, like you can use your alternatives. I've just used mine because I love 6 stars and these are my favorites. These are a few of my many favorite operators in this game. So Ines and Salage, obviously initially to get DP. Once you have enough DP, you can switch them out. They're basically to generate as much DP to get those initial operators going. Now if you can use the backpipe combination, you can use whatever vanguards you like. And obviously Ines is difficult to generate DP when you don't have enemies, so you generally don't use her in Annihilation stages because with the flow of enemies, enemies come in waves, they don't come immediately, so you need to have patience around that. So obviously pairing Ines with another vanguard is always worth it. But once you get DP, you just need 3 melee operators. I've kept Blaze, Saria and Mudrock because she can lane hold. She can easily lane hold, and there's this one grenadier that comes from the bottom left red block, and that he hits hard. And if he is not blocked, he will destroy all your ranged units. So just to block him and to lane hold, Mudrock is there. For the 2 other melee operators, Blaze and Saria, they're just there to block enemies. Their only purpose is to block. You can just keep a Nyal or Gummy or Spot or whoever you want, any star ranging. They just need to have a 3 block to block the enemies, because you're gonna see later on when around the 300 mark, 290 to 300 mark, there's a lot of enemies that just come up suddenly, and a few of them have require 3 blocks, so you're gonna really need them at that point. So over there, Blaze and Saria just for, like I said, the blocks. Also, Saria should be placed on the right hand side. I placed her on the left hand side, but you're gonna see that around the 100 enemy mark, I will change the places. I will switch Blaze and Saria because I just realized that it doesn't work. Saria does not need to heal the right hand side. She needs to heal on the left hand side, because the right hand side is handled by Nightingale, which you will also see that Nightingale is also next to useless. You don't really need her, but it's just because I don't take risks. So if suddenly an operator gets low health, I start to panic, so just for that. But if you are a risk taker, you can just go without a healer. It opens up the option for adding another damage dealer, obviously. So as you can see the positions here, I'm just going to explain everything and then I'm going to let the Annihilation do its stuff, and it's going to be fast forwarded. So Logos over here because his first skill unlimited, and pairing up Logos with Virtuosa because that Necrosis deals a lot and it's just instant death. Exia because she's apple pie, and to get the energy generator running, she hits very fast, and you're gonna see that this energy generator annihilates everybody that comes from the top left red box. So that's the main use of Exia. Otherwise she can kill off certain mobs here and there if Logos and Virtuosa can't handle it, since obviously Virtuosa is single target. And after that, Ebenholz you place just below the right hand side generator, just the tile below it, and it's a second skill. Now many people don't like Ebenholz, but I've always seen Ebenholz as one of the greatest casters if you want AFK gaming, if you want high damage, if you want crowd control. I just find Ebenholz quite comfortable to use, especially his skill 2. His skill 2 is really amazing. Even with the range, he has massive range with that, so it's amazing. So Ebenholz right below the right hand generator, and Marcel, you can change Marcel for anybody else, but they should have the, what should I say, 1 2 3 the 9 tile range when they attack. The 9 tile range, it's not like co-casters like like Logos or Iafala, like the normal ranges. Logos with this S1 uptime, that can work. Iafala wouldn't work because her range is like that. So anybody that has a 9 tile range should be placed where Marseille is placed, and you're good to go. It is good to go. And that's it. That's the AFK stuff. You're just gonna see that everything is gonna be really easy over there after this. Obviously Typhoon is there to destroy the enemies because these enemies have no defense. But that's it. That is the AFK strat that I have used for this Annihilation stage, and now I'm gonna use tickets for the next 9 weeks. So thanks for watching, and yeah, have a great day, and hope you enjoyed this very fast AFK stage clear, and I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.
予定は決まっているか？